Movie buffs, welcome back to the Movie Bag. This is D. In today's video, we got the Take 5 for 3/21. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive in and get this Take 5 done. Starting off with our comedy for the day, we have Tenacious D in the Pick of Destiny. Now, this one right here is so funny, and especially my favorite scene is the rock off at the end, the rock off with them and the devil, and also the scene in the club where they're doing the competition where they just kind of blew everybody's mind, literally. So this is Tenacious D in the Pick of Destiny. Let's see, this came out in 2006. IMDb got it at a 6.8. That's probably about right. It's a little cheese, but it is funny. It has a 93-minute runtime. It stars Jack Black and Kyle Gass. And this is the Tenacious D in the Pick of Destiny. This is a very funny movie. It's like a stoner flick. Kind of put you up there with like Joe's Apartment or Half Baked, a stoner movie. Next up, we have a horror, and I had to do it. We got Candyman, the original Candyman, starring Tony Todd and Virginia Madsen. So this came out in 1992. It sits at 6.6 on IMDb. I kind of think this should be at around a 7. But anyway, it has a 98-minute runtime, and also the 2 stars I already said, but I'll say it again. Tony Todd and Virginia Madsen. Candyman is based off of an urban legend around the Cabrini housing projects. Candyman was a slave. I think his name was Daniel Robitaille. Very good movie, very scary, very chilling, and very unnerving. There was 2 sequels and a reboot to this. Next up, our action movie is going to be Surviving the Game, with starring Ice-T and Charles Dutton, Gary Busey, to name a few. This movie is really good. Also, Rutger Hauer is in here, whoever that is. I'm not too sure who that is, but 1994, this came out. It sits at a 6.2. That's probably about right. It was okay. It wasn't a great movie, but it was okay. And it's an old movie. It's worth a watch. So it sits at 6.2 IMDb. It has a 96-minute runtime, and I'll say it again, Ice-T, Charles Dutton. Basically, Surviving the Game is these guys, Charles Dutton and his crew, they recruit homeless people, homeless men, and they use them for sport. They hunt them down and they kill them. Next up, we have our drama. We're going to go with Lakeview Terrace, starring Samuel L. Jackson, Patrick Wilson, and Olivia Poe. That's not her real name. Carrie Young. Yes, Kerry Washington. I'm sorry, guys. Kerry Washington. So Lakeview Terrace is a, 2008, 6.1 IMDb. It's about right. This movie is kind of unbelievable. 110-minute runtime. And this movie is about a cop who has a interracial couple who moves in next door, or I think it was next door or even on his block. I do believe they moved into the house next door, and he had a problem with them being an interracial couple. He harassed them. He used the power of his badge to harass these people, and he got away with it for quite a bit. But the harassment level for just them being an interracial couple, a very nice couple, is kind of almost unbelievable. I believe it could happen, but it just seemed a little far-fetched. The amount of trouble that he gave this couple for no reason. So that's that one. Next up, we have our thriller, and I chose Mindhunters. This was a really good movie. This is one of my go-to thrillers. I love thrillers. Horror and psych thrillers are my favorite 2 genres. Dramas is a big category, so I like to go with like the thrillers and the psych thrillers. So we got Mindhunters. This came out in 2004. It sits at 6.4 IMDb. Me personally, I would think this would be at about a 7.2, but they said 6.4. This movie didn't really get a lot of love when it came out. It has a pretty decent following of people who really enjoy this movie. It has a 106-minute runtime. Val Kilmer, LL Cool J are the 2 standouts for this movie. Mindhunters now this one is about you got different branches of law enforcement from all around the country. Standard police officers, FBI agents, ATF agents. They're trying out for this new program, and Val Kilmer is the instructor slash like administrator, and it's a really deep thriller, and you'll never know who the real killer is. This is like a modern whodunit, like a whodunit. Very good movie. A lot of twisty, like curveballs that get thrown at you. This one will keep you thinking all the way to the end. So this is Mindhunters. I don't blame you if you've never heard of it. Again, like I said, it didn't have a real mainstream following. It should have. I thought it was at least good enough to have a mainstream following, but it has a cult following. Very good movie called Mindhunters. So that is your Take 5 for 3/21. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.